The first bank in South Dakota was the easy part, earning the confidence of local farmers, helping families account for their dreams, and securing the future for countless businesses took us a little longer. We owe it to the hard workers, big dreamers, and forward thinkers out there. Thank you for making South Dakota a great place to call home.
Hello and welcome to a beautiful Vermillion, South Dakota. A nice day for softball as the Vermillion Tanagers host the West Central Trojans in what is sure to be a good matchup. Coming into this one, the Vermillion Tanagers are 8-5. The West Central Trojans unbeaten on the season, 17-0. I'm Zach Spear, filling in for Michael Schumacher on Vermillion Streaming on YouTube, and all Vermillion athletics on Vermillion Streaming are brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. Again, a very good game on the way here as the Tanagers host West Central, as two of the top teams in Class A softball will be battling it out. Just a quick look at the standings. The number one seed is West Central at 17-0, and more likely than not, they probably do have that one seed locked up here as we near the time for the SoDak 16. For the Vermillion Tanagers, though, they currently sit at the 7 spot, so as of right now, they would be hosting a SoDak 16 game, and they would host Sioux Valley. Of course, still a couple games left for each team with some room to change. A look at the Vermillion Tanagers' rest of their schedule. Today they play West Central. Tomorrow they travel to T-Area. Michael Schumacher will be back and covering that on Vermillion Streaming on YouTube, and they close the season at home against Dakota Valley. Now for West Central, already with 17 games, and this is their final game of the season. Like I said, I'm not a mathematician, but just looking at the seed points, they probably do have that number one seed locked up, as they are 17-0. Number 2 is Del Rapids at 8-2, and it's almost a whole 2 seed points that West Central leads by, so more likely than not, they have got that. I got a chance to talk with both head coaches ahead of this matchup. It's Heather Harden for West Central, and for the Tanagers, Lewis Budmeyer, and excited to get a look at both these teams as I usually cover the Yankton Gazelles, so it's going to be different. I haven't gotten to see either of these teams in action, but both with winning records. Should be a good one. When we return in just a moment, we'll first hear about what head coach Heather Harden had to say about this game and basically, what she's seen from her team all season. We'll be back in a moment on Vermillion Streaming on YouTube.
Digital Solutions started small, but now we're growing as FDS provides live streaming coverage for over 20 schools across 3 different states on our Fuller Digital Solutions YouTube channel. Subscribe to get notified when we go live for your school events. Big events are captured live, and your business can get noticed with advertising during our live streams. Local talent and camera operators are encouraged to contact us too for future employment. No experience necessary. We will train. For information about advertising or working with Fuller Digital Solutions, email us and follow us on Facebook.
Interior technicians.
I'm ready for my big role, Jerry.
What do you mean?
You said I'd be in your next 30 commercials.
No. I said Intech has over 30 years of commercial cleaning experience. Like offices, so they can ensure happy visitors and a healthy workforce.
So the shoot's in an office? I can make that work.
Oh my goodness. When you need it clean, call the Intech team.
Knutson Family Dentistry in Vermillion, they strive to provide the highest quality patient-centered dental care in a friendly, relaxing atmosphere. Knutson Family Dentistry works hard to provide the best cosmetic, general, and emergency dental treatment in the area. With over 50 years of combined dental experience, the latest dental technology, and a professional and compassionate staff, they're your top choice for dental care. Call for an appointment at 605-857-8008. Knutson Family Dentistry of Vermillion.
Eliminate the wait when your furnace and AC needs repair by joining Larry's Heating and Cooling, Comfort Care, and Elite Care Club. Larry's Comfort Care Club features seasonal maintenance discounts on service and no overtime charges. Larry's Elite Club includes seasonal maintenance, free parts, free labor, free service calls, and both mean you are in front of the line for service. Call Larry's Heating and Cooling and sign up for the Comfort Care or Elite Care Club. Larry's Heating and Cooling, Yankton and Vermillion.
If you are self-motivated, accountable, and eager to learn new skills, we'd love to talk to you about a rock star career. Masaba in Vermillion is hiring full and part-time manufacturing positions for the rock industry. Masaba provides comprehensive training in a clean, safe, and state-of-the-art facility. Masaba offers competitive wages, a fun and interesting work environment and culture. Join our team of rock stars. Visit masabainc.com to learn more.
Nice.
Maytag appreciates a compliment, but this Maytag washer isn't just eye candy.
Wow.
Inside, it's got the capacity and power to handle even the mightiest loads.
I love this.
Yeah, she's a beaut.
It's a he.
How do you know?
Don't worry about it.
Find Maytag products and the industry's best appliances at your local dealer. Murph's Appliance, downtown Vermillion. Hello and welcome to our Coaches Conversations. I'm Zach Spear, and right now I've got head coach Heather Harden of the West Central Trojans. Coach, how are you doing today?
I'm doing fantastic. It's game day, so it's going to be a good day.
That's for sure. And could you tell me about your season so far?
Absolutely. I'm just so proud of these girls. The hard work that they have, the energy they bring to the game, not only at the game but in practice. That hard work has really fueled our success this season. They work hard every single day. They communicate well, and that's led to quite a few wins this season and just some big wins and some fantastic comebacks in a couple occasions. So I'm just very proud of these girls.
And at 17-0, clearly doing some things right. What are the strengths of your team outside of hard work? And are there any kind of, not to say weaknesses, but areas of the game where you'd like to see improvement?
You know, I think our successes stem from our defense. We've got a few really great pitchers, Caitlin Hoff in the circle, Emily Stoffren in the circle. We've been throwing our younger pitcher, Elizabeth Miller, also in the circle. They work really hard, hitting their locations, working their spins, keeping their hitters off balance. But on those days when the batters get on them, we have great defense behind them, and that I've seen our middle infield, Ayla Kramer, Joss Nilsson, make some really great defensive plays that have saved hits, saved runs, and that's outstanding. At the plate, our hitters are strong and solid. Izzy Parsons, she has great patience at the plate and speed on the bases, so that's a good way to jumpstart your offense. We've got some power hitters in Emily Stoffren and Caitlin Hoff as well. Things to work on. I think we've left some runners on base a few times in key clutch situations. Adjusting to the differences in pitchers from game to game, sometimes that can be an opportunity for us to really hone in and be focused.
For sure. And of course, 17-0, this is a little bit of nitpicking, but that's always good as a coach. There's always room for improvement.
Absolutely.
And so now coming up, you take on Vermillion. They've had a good season so far. Have you gotten a chance to see anything about their team?
I did a little bit of poking around on Game Changer. Haven't had a chance to see them in action. But we are looking forward to a good matchup from them. They've got some good pitching on their backside that we'll be expecting some, good pitches coming across the plate. We'll have to be selective and make sure that we play our game. I think they've got some good hitting as well. So we're looking forward to it. And I'm guessing they might bring a little bit more intensity today since their assistant coach is one of our very own, Kaylee Olson. So I'm guessing they're going to be ready to play, and Kaylee will have coached them well.
Well, I'm glad you brought that up because I was actually unaware of that, so I might have to ask them about that. So who are some of the players on your team? I know you've already mentioned a few names, the ones that we should expect to be making big plays in this matchup.
Outside of the ones I've already mentioned, we can look for Hannah Rate behind the plate. She's just solid back there. She's one of our good communicators. She helps direct traffic on the field. She's very vocal and one of our best that is willing to cheer and just keep cheering the teammates on. Cadence Lepke is also, she's one of our dugout leaders. You can always expect good, positive cheering from her when she's not out on the field. So that's always great to see. And Joss Nielsen not only being a good defender, but she brings a strong bat at the plate, hitting in the 5-hole.
And we did talk slightly or a little bit about your pitching. Caitlin Hoff, just a quick look at her stats show me she's pitched just over 43 innings. Her ERA is as low as .646. That's absolutely incredible. How much confidence does it give your team outside of her with such a dominant pitcher on the mound?
You know, Kat, she just brings this poise to the mound that when she's out there, her team knows she's going to deliver, and she's going to work hard, and she's going to keep those hitters off balance with her spins and hitting her locations, and she's just such a positive influence on the team. It's fantastic. And when Kat's not in the circle, I've got Emily Stoffern, who brings a fierceness to the mound, who's just a competitor day in and day out, and she's one of my hardest workers all the way around, never satisfied, always asking for that extra rep, getting after it every day, and that gives our defense and our team as a whole just really great confidence.
That's great to hear, and I do got to ask, what kind of age group is your team? Are you pretty senior heavy, or do you have some younger players getting good rotation minutes?
You know, we've got a mix. We've got 4 core solid seniors who have been part of this team this year, last year, and even as in their younger days. They really take a leadership role in helping foster a good communication, and we see those younger players. I've got a couple of juniors and a big host of solid sophomores that are getting some good play time. So we're hoping that this learning that they're getting from their senior leadership, they can carry that through to the future.
Well, Coach, thank you so much for taking time out of your day and talking with me. Good luck, and we will see you in Vermillion.
Thank you very much for having me. Have a good day.
Again, that was head coach Heather Harden of the West Central Trojans. We'll be back in a moment to talk with Tanagers coach Bud Meyer in a moment on Vermillion, streaming on YouTube.
Your crew is craving Pizza Ranch? It's easy to order online at pizzaranch.com. Online ordering makes it fast and easy to order craveable crispy ranch chicken or build your favorite pizza exactly how you like it. And now, for even more convenience, place your favorite order with just one tap. So when you're craving pizza or the country's best chicken, go to pizzaranch.com and start your order. For craveable food and convenient online ordering, there's so much to love at Pizza Ranch.
The Perks card from Pump and Pack? Well, guess what? There's an addition, not just a card, it's an app. The Pump and Perks app and the Pump and Perks card from Pump and Pack, Vermillion. Just go to their Facebook page, Pump and Pack, and scan the QR code and you're in. Or go to the store, Pump and Pack, and get the card. Then download the app. Each one does the same thing. Like give you 5 cents off per gallon every day, except for Sunday, it's double with the Perks card from Pump and Pack, Vermillion.
Welcome to Runnings in Vermillion. Shop their great lineup of clothes for women, names like Ariat and Carhartt for men, boots and shoes and kids' clothing. Runnings has a large supply of animal food and accessories. Love the outdoors? See the selection of ammo, firearms, and fishing equipment. For everything you need, walk through the doors at Runnings, your home, farm, and outdoor store, Vermillion.
Sherco in Vermillion is a full-service service center. Sherco LLC is an industry-leading supplier of tarp systems to the transportation industry and is located in Vermillion, South Dakota. Sherco Vermillion supports their customers in the agricultural, construction, waste, and flatbed markets. Become a part of the Sherco team. Go to sure-co.com, about us/careers. Demand the best. Demand Sherco. On our coaches' conversations, now talking with Lewis Budmeyer, head coach of the Vermillion Tanagers. Coach, how are you today?
Doing really good, Zach. Thanks for having me on. And what a beautiful day outside. Should be a good day of softball. Weather's going to cooperate for us. And, you know, in South Dakota, that's always, and you don't know what it's going to do. But today looks like a good one.
And that it does. Now, I've talked with Michael about this team, I've gotten a chance to learn some about them, but I would like to hear your thoughts on how the season has gone so far.
Oh, the season's been really good, really solid. We've dropped a few games that we felt that we could have easily had, but going into the season, like our team mantra is just to compete, and then I just ask the girls to play hard and give ourselves a chance at the end, and then kind of just see where the chips fall where they may. Unfortunately, 2 of the last 3 games haven't gone our way, but we've been in games. It's come down to the final inning, the final bat, final strike. So that's all we can ask for, just give ourselves a chance at the end. We've won some big games early on this year, kind of a little losing skid right now, but we sure aren't done yet, and a big final week for us this week.
And now what are some of the things that your team has excelled in all year?
Up at the bat, I really like what we're doing with our plate appearances and stuff. We always preach quality at bats, and a quality at bat isn't dictated by if you got a hit or not. It's either it could be you're forcing 4 pitches after you're down 2 strikes in the count, or you're forcing just an 8-pitch at bat. There's a lot of different criteria that go into that, but our theory is that if we string quality at bats together, eventually you're going to break through. String some hits together, you get some big runners. So I've been very impressed with what we've done with the sticks up at bat, and then our 2 pitchers as well with Maya Halverson and then Chandler Cleveland. They've both been very solid all season and doing their part, throwing strikes, and trust the defense behind you that they're going to make a play.
And coming up, as you had mentioned, a big final week for you and your team, now taking on a very good team in West Central who no one has been able to top this year. What have you seen from their team, and how do you try to slow them down?
The big thing with West Central is they're kind of like the pinnacle of softball in South Dakota. I'd argue they're the best team, all classes considered. They beat a really good Harrisburg team early on this year. I think they were supposed to play Lincoln early on, but that got postponed. I don't know if they got that one in. But West Central, they have it all. They have good pitching, they got good fielding, and you can tell they're extremely well coached. I've got to watch them a couple of times. I watched their Del Rapids game early on this year, and then saw them play 3 games at the DAC-12 tournament earlier this year. And they just do things the right way. And when you do things the right way, very fundamentally sound, and they got just good athletes too. And you combine all that together, and their 17-0 record makes a lot of sense.
And now as things stand right now, your team is currently in place to host a SoDak 16 game. Was this a goal you put in front of your team ahead of the season?
The big thing with my goals this season is I didn't give the girls a set number of games. I didn't even give them a set state tournament run. Our goal was to compete every single game, every single practice, and then, like I said, just be in games and give ourselves a chance at the end. So we didn't set a criteria of a certain amount of wins. This being my first year as the head softball coach and only the second year of the program, I didn't think it was fair to put a number on the success, per se, of the season. So our goal is always just to compete and give ourselves a chance. But now it's in our vision, in our sight, that we can host a game. We'll have to win a couple games this week to secure that spot. But we're in the running for it, and that would be huge for this program for this year and for years to come to be able to host a SoDak 16 game.
For sure. And as you mentioned, being a first-year coach and this being only the second year that it's been an officially sanctioned sport, have you, obviously with the first-year coach, have you seen differences from last year to this year? Did you get a chance? How were you able to follow them last year?
From a very long distance, I'll say that. I didn't do a great job of showing up to games. I didn't even get to see them play before. But that was one of my favorite things to start this year. And I told the girls this from our first meeting, is that every one of you girls, you have a clean slate. I haven't seen you play softball. I've seen them play other sports. I know, obviously, we have a lot of basketball players, a lot of really good multi-sport athletes. Mm-hmm. I got a good read on them, but I've never seen them with a softball glove on their hand. So we came in with a clean slate this year. I think that was the perfect thing for the girls, and I was like, prove it to me that you're worthy of being on the field. And the girls stepped up, and I love our mentality. I love how we compete with everything we do. So this year has been a kind of a fresh start, and I can't really say too much, can't comment pretty much anything on last year. All I know is this year.
Well, that's great to hear, Coach. Thank you so much for the chat. We will see you tonight in Vermillion. Good luck.
Perfect. Thanks, Zach.
Again, that was head coach Louis Budmeyer of the Vermillion Tanagers softball team. We'll be back in a moment with a huge game, Vermillion against West Central, on Vermillion streaming on YouTube.
Visit our sleep experts at the Yankton Slumberland. With over 50 mattresses to choose from, we carry every price, free financing options, and the most trusted brands in the nation like Stearns & Foster, Sealy, and Tempur-Pedic. Snoring or lower back pain tormenting you? Seek relief with an adjustable power base. Fall asleep faster and cooler with our sheets and pillow selection. With a 120-night sleep trial, you can't make a mistake. See us today at the Yankton Slumberland, 2401 Broadway.
Get the finest wood in the neighborhood. Down at the lumberyard.
But it's not just wood at the lumberyard. With a wide variety of quality building materials, the folks at the lumberyard can help you with all of your project needs. Whether it be paint, siding, cabinets, windows, or of course lumber, the lumberyard is ready to help. The best wood in the neighborhood at the lumberyard, 1000 West Cherry Street in Vermillion.
Are you ready to start a career with an exciting team? Thermobond is looking to add to our team of experts. We offer competitive wages, a positive work environment, and on-the-job training. Thermobond is headquartered in Elk Point, South Dakota, and for over 30 years we've been providing lightweight and precast solutions for multiple industries nationwide. Check us out and see if you'd like to start a new career with us today.
Todd's Electric, your full-service electrical contracting company. Todd's Electric services residential, commercial, agricultural, and industrial customers. From the simplest service call to the most complex design-build project, Todd's Electric has the expertise to do it right. Call Todd's Electric for all your electrical needs. Todd's Electric, helping you control all things electric. Except for lightning. Todd's Electric. Go Tanagers!
Last week, a guy walked into the UPS store in Vermillion. He did not notice the copiers, the printers, the mailboxes, the banners, the posters, not even the business and shipping supplies. It was like he had blinders on. Hi, this is Jay with the UPS store in Vermillion. Many people don't see everything we have to offer when they stop by the UPS store to ship their packages. They miss all the things we have, like printing, designing. We even offer notary services here at the UPS store, located on Cherry Street in Vermillion.
In a situation like this, the first thing you do, of course, is make sure everybody's okay. And then you're thinking, you better call your insurance person. No, just call Justin. At Vermillion Auto Works, you see Justin handles all the insurance claims and gives free quotes. Not everybody does the free quote thing anymore, you know. So call Justin at Vermillion Auto Works. He'll take care of the situation. Carrying WeatherTech, Rough Country, and Tuxedo. Vermillion Auto Works.
Back in Vermillion, just moments away from the first pitch. Again, it's the number 1 seeded West Central Trojans taking on the number 7 seeded Vermillion Tanagers, a combined record of 25-5. The Tanagers at 8-5, the Trojans at 17-0. Should be a very good game as the Tanagers take to the field first wearing their red jerseys with black pants and black trim. For the Trojans, they'll be at the plate first with their blue jerseys, white pants, white trim. Starting lineups for the Trojans, leading off will be center fielder number 13. It's Izzy Parsons. She's followed by number 24, the catcher, Hannah Wraiths. The third batter will also be on the mound. Number 4, it's Caitlin Hoff. And in the cleanup position for the Trojans, it's number 14, the shortstop, Emily Stofferin. In the 5 spot is number 5, third baseman, Jocelyn Nilsson. She's followed by second baseman, number 21, Ayla Kramer. In right field, it's number 12, Elizabeth Miller. In the 8th spot, Cadence Lupkes in left field. And to round up the Trojans lineup, it's Addie Kunzweiler on first, wearing number 15. The Trojans are coached by Heather Harden. And for the field for Vermillion, on the mound it'll be Maya Halverson. Behind the plate, Madeline Eisenbeis. We'll get to their starting lineup in the bottom half of the inning, as we put the Midwest Ready Mix scoreboard up. The first inning of play just about ready to get started here. Again, leading off for the Trojans, it's number 13, Izzy Parsons. She'll be the first one to see a pitch against Caitlin Hoff. First pitch, misses outside, ball one. Parsons back into the box. Next pitch is ball two. Parsons batting a .542 so far on the season. Someone that Coach Harden pointed out as a great leadoff hitter as she gets on often and has enough speed to move the bases. That time hitting the strike zone is Halverson. 2 balls, 1 strike. No swing, though, from Parsons. So Parsons has seen one now. That one's outside for ball 3. 3-1 the count. As Halverson on the mound trying to get back into this one. Trojans looking for a leadoff runner here. The next pitch on the way. A swing, a grounder over to third, picked up. The throw doesn't quite make it in time. It was scooped up at first by Bailey Baylor, but a base hit for Izzy Parsons as she outran the throw. Runner on first here for the Trojans. 1 base hit after 1 batter. Hannah Wraiths with a runner on first. So Wraiths right-handed here as Parsons was a lefty. First pitch is high for her, ball 1. Next pitch. That one's in for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike here. No outs, 1 runner on first. Halverson winds up. That pitch is low, gets to the backstop. Parsons takes off for second. She has it easily. Takes a big round off of second. But she'll have to stay there. Pitch, of course, a ball as it was low. Making the count 2-1. Halverson the next one. That one misses high. 3-1 is the count. So far, only 1 swing from the Trojans. They've been patient at the plate as that one hits the upper zone. Count now full at 3-2. Wraiths also batting over .500 on the season at .522. As the Trojans bat a .446 overall, a very good hitting team. That'll be ball 4. 2 runners on as Wraiths gets on by a walk. Top of the first inning, no score yet, but Trojans with a couple of runners on. Caitlin Hoff batting. First pitcher's duel of the game as Hoff will be on the mound for the bottom half of the innings. The windup. That pitch got away from Halverson. It's high. 1-0 is the count. No out still. That pitch also high. Ball 2. So Caitlin Hoff, no swing. A third straight batter here for the Trojans, who bats over .500 as she takes a called strike 1. Two balls, 1 strike here, as it has been in each at bat. As Hoff got a good piece of that one, fouls it off, though, near the third baseline. 2 balls, 2 strikes here. Halverson has an opportunity to take the first one herself. Hoff at the plate as she takes that, makes the count full 3-2. No outs with runners on first and second. It's Parsons on second, Hannah Wraiths on first. Next pitch on the full count. Hoff fouls it off. So these Trojans really going to make Maya Halverson work on the mound. Count still at 3-2 with no outs. The next pitch. Hoff got a good piece of that one, fouls it out of play. So each one of the foul balls for Hoff have gone down the left field side, a little ahead of Halverson on the mound. Needs to sit back on one. The next full count pitch is inside. Another walk here as bases now loaded for the cleanup hitter, Emily Stofferin. So Parsons on third, Wraiths on second, Caitlin Hoff on first. Stofferin with 22 RBIs on the season could add to that total as a hard hit foul ball. 0-1. As Stofferin with a heavy swing there, got a good piece of it. So 0-1. That pitch low and inside for ball one. And if you are wondering, Stofferin bats .500. One the count, as that one's hit high up into shallow left field, and it's going to be caught. The Trojans are going to take off for home. No throw home, so a score there for the Trojans. Stofferin with a sacrifice fly into left field. The play made by Sienna Mount of the Tanagers. One out now. First pitch is in for a strike. It's Jocelyn Nilsson at the plate. No swing. She took the called strike one. As she takes strike two as well, 0-2. Halverson finding her rhythm on the mound. As that one's hit into left field again. Mount with a chance to get two. She does. 2 outs now. Runners will take off. The throw off at second. So Hannah Wraiths reaches third. Hoff will stay on first. As Nilsson flies out for out number 2. Ayla Kramer now batting. Has runners on first and third. 1-0 the current score with West Central leading. But it was bases loaded with no outs. Vermillion, if they can only give up 1 run here, wouldn't be so bad as a jog to second for Caitlin Hoff. No threat of being thrown out. Hard hit line drive, and it's snagged at shortstop by Madigan Wallen. As 3 straight there after a sacrifice fly for the Trojans. Score remains 1-0 as we now head into the bottom of the first. When we return, leading off for the Tanagers will be Taylor Barter. She's followed by Kristen Moser on deck. We'll be back in a moment here on not 5-star streaming. That's what I'm normally on. It's Vermillion streaming on YouTube. If you're looking for the perfect fit, Vermillion Vision Care Associates fits like the right pair of glasses. Vision Care Associates has its roots in family eye care, and the doctors are well known for being primary eye care providers. With the ability to treat and diagnose a variety of settings, Vermillion Vision Care Associates is the right fit for you. Plus, they can fit you into a new pair of glasses, sunglasses, or contacts that feel just right. With continuing education, see the best doctors at Vermillion Vision Care Associates.
Federal Credit Union, we believe in giving back to the community that supports us. That's why our employees make it a priority to volunteer their time and talents to make a difference. Whether it's improving local causes, fighting hunger, or supporting our local zoo, our team is dedicated to making a positive impact in the lives of those around us. We're more than just a financial institution. We're a part of the community, working together to make it a better place for everyone. Your community, your credit union. Voyage Federal Credit Union.
Bottom of the first inning here. The Tanagers trail 1-0 with West Central on top. Tanagers for the first time at the plate. Leading off, it'll be Taylor Barta, followed by Kristen Moser on deck, and Janaea Cleveland in the hole. On the mound here for the Trojans, it's Caitlin Hoff. working with Hannah Wraiths behind home plate. As we await the throwdown to signal the start of the bottom of the first. Barta's still awaiting. Timing up Hoff on the mound. On Vermillion, streaming on YouTube, I'm Zach Spear, covering for Michael Schumacher, the usual voice of the Tanagers. Old habits die hard. I almost said on 5-star streaming at the end of that, as that's where the Yankton Gazelles play on. But bottom of the first inning here. The throwdown, and the Trojans meet at the mound and now take their places in the field. Tanagers look to get that run back as they trail 1-0. So Taylor Barta, the first to get a look at Caitlin Hoff on the mound. As she puts a bunt down, Hoff picks it up. She's not going to be able to throw it to first in time. Barta's a leadoff runner here, as it looked like Addie Kunzweiler, the first baseman, had to come in for the bunt, and no one was there to cover. So Barta standing on first. Kristen Moser with a runner on first, no outs. As she showed sign of bunt, pulled back, it's ball one. So Barta on first after the single. Moser at the plate. There she tries putting down the bunt, missed. It's strike one. Janaea Cleveland awaits on deck. Hoff on the mound boasting a .646 ERA. Not even giving up 1 run per 7 innings. Throw down to first, and Barta makes it back in time. Pitch was called for a ball. Counts 2-1, no outs and a runner on first. As Moser no swing, she tried giving a bunt for Barta. Next pitch, as she pulls back the bunt, it's called for strike two. 2-2 is the count. Two balls, 2 strikes here. Hoff winds up, she'll fire it. Swing and a miss as Moser will go down with a strikeout, out number 1 here for the Tanagers. Janaea Cleveland now batting. Chandler Cleveland on deck. Pitch, a swing and a miss there. 0-1 is the count. Barta still on first there. No balls, 1 strike here. Janaea again swinging, can't get a piece of it. 0-2. Hoff painting the outside zone there. No balls, 2 strikes with an out. That pitch high, another throw down to first. That one gets by. Barta's going to take off for second. She's going to round second and head for third. Throw won't make it in time. A runner in very good scoring position here early for the Tanagers. Pitch was a ball, 1-2. One and two the count. Cleveland still at the plate. As Janea will strike out as well. 2 outs now here for the Tanagers. That brings up Chandler Cleveland. So 2 outs. Barta on third. Chandler Cleveland an opportunity to tie this ball game up here. As she gets a piece of that one, it's up and it's going to go back out of play. So the 0-1 count here. Chandler was at third here for the Tanagers in the top of the first. That pitch misses outside, ball 1. Off, the next pitch on the way, as that one's fouled straight back out of play as well. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs here. The 1-2 count. Chandler Cleveland working against Caitlin Hoff. That one low. Ball 2 blocked ahead by Wraiths. Good job behind the plate, not allowing Barta to take home by a passed ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here's the pitch, as that one's fouled off out of play. So 3 already here for Chandler that she's fouled out of play. Trying to straighten one out to score her runner and Taylor Barta on third. Here's the pitch. As it's called for strike 3, hitting the outside zone, Chandler Cleveland will strike out. So 3 straight strikeouts by Caitlin Hoff on the mound to get her team out of the first inning. West Central holds on to their 1-0 lead. When we return, leading off for the Trojans is Elizabeth Miller. She's followed by Cadence Lupkes. We'll be back here in a moment on Vermillion, streaming on YouTube.
Your invitation to thrive in Yankton, South Dakota. Nestled on the bluffs of the Missouri River, plenty of outdoor adventures are waiting. Whether you work remote or in a traditional office, we have a spot for you. Quality health care, diverse manufacturing, progressive school system, Mount Marty University, and so much more. Explore with family and friends. Let's thrive together.
If you want somebody to come into your home and fix everything right the first time, look professional, act professional, treat you with respect, you gotta call Caitlin's. When they come in, I feel that they want to be there. I feel that they want to help me.
You know, they put on the little booties over their shoes. They had canvas from the garage door all the way down to walk on. They left the furnace room in the basement probably cleaner than it was when they came in.
They just do customer service very well. I would recommend Caitlin's to anyone.
As we're back just in time, again leading off for the Trojans, it's Elizabeth Miller. First pitch is well high, ball 1. That one fouled off. 1-1 is the count. Through 1, it's 1-0. Each team with a base hit. No errors in the field. As that one, a hard hit grounder over to third, picked up the throw, makes it in time for out number 1. So Elizabeth Miller will ground out. Cadence Lupkes now batting. And the 9th batter, Addie Kunzweiler, on deck. We could see Izzy Parsons with her second at bat of the game in the second inning. That pitch inside for ball one. Halverson, that pitch high. Ball two. That one in the dirt for ball three, so 3-0. Lupke's well up in this count. Halverson, some work to do on the mound. Try and get back into this one. As that one's high, it'll be ball four. Lupke's is headed to first with a walk. Is Addie Kunzweiler, her first at-bat of the game here. Another lefty here for West Central. Now a runner on first. Putting down a bunt, it's fouled off. Next pitch on the way. Thought about swinging, decided against it. As Lupke's takes a healthy lead on first. She'll stay there, though. So 1-1 the count. One out. One runner on first. Swing and a miss there. 1 ball, 2 strikes here. Halverson looking for that first strikeout on the mound. The pitch. That one misses outside, and taking off for second is Lupke's as that one gets to the backstop. 2 balls, 2 strikes here. As now they'll head to third. Lupke's with some aggressive base running. Took off for third as the ball was thrown back to the mound. And like that, West Central has a runner on third. Next pitch is outside. Now count is full, 3-2 with 1 out. Halverson trying to get this second out here for her team. Gets set up. The pitch, a grounder picked up by Halverson. She'll make the throw to first, but scoring a run are the Trojans, now up 2-0. Two outs here now to the Trojans' top of the lineup. Izzy Parsons batting. She's 1 for 1 in the game. Takes the first pitch. Ball 1. So 2-0 now on the Midwest Ready Mix scoreboard. Trojans with a run in each inning so far. That pitch called for strike 1. Parsons no swing. As trying to get the bunt down, missing is Parsons. So 1 ball, 2 strikes here. That one misses, ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, no runners on here. Izzy Parsons batting for the second time of the game. Maya Halverson on the mound for the Tanagers. The windup as that one's hit into shallow left field, a base hit. It gets by. Parsons is going to take off for second. She's going to round it, and she has a double. She's now 2 for 2 in the game. And in scoring position for Hannah Wraiths at the plate. That one took kind of a weird bounce in left field. Got by Mount, who's made a couple of plays already in the game. A runner on second, 2 outs. Hannah Rates takes the first pitch, ball 1. Rates was walked in the first inning. As she gets a good piece of that one, it's going to be fair into left field. That's going to be an RBI as Rates taking off for second. A 1 RBI double as the two players trade places. Rates with her first base hit of the game. A nice line drive into left field. So 2 hits, 2 runs here for West Central. Tanagers with the timeout as head coach Budmeyer heading to the mound wants to talk things over with his defense. It'll be Caitlin Hoff at the plate for West Central. As a pinch runner here for the Trojans, it's number 18, Maddie Koonsweiler. She heads to second in place of Wraiths. So Caitlin Hoff, now she has a runner on second. And it is a courtesy runner, not a pinch runner, as Wraiths was the catcher. First pitch to Hoff is strike 1. As that one's hit hard, but foul down the third baseline. The count 0-2. That one hit up and drifting out of play. So Hoff will see at least one more pitch in this at bat. It's Maddie Koonsweiler still on second. Has that one a line drive foul. Been a lot of foul balls down the third baseline. Halverson winds up another pitch. That one hit hard and fouled down the third base side. That one with good distance on it, as Sienna Mount getting a workout in left field, seemingly having to run at something almost every pitch. Count remains 0-2. Halverson, the next one. That one's low, gets to the backstop. Taking off for third is Wraiths. Wraiths courtesy runner, Koonsweiler. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Hoff was walked in the first inning. She reached second. As that one, again, fouled off. That one nearly getting a piece of Maddie Koonsweiler on third. Koonsweiler and Coach Harden needing to keep their head on a swivel over there. 1 ball, 2 strikes here. 2 outs, runner on third. That pitch is low, 2-2. So far, been a very good at bat for Caitlin Hoff. Really making Halverson throw a lot of pitches. Has that one fouled down the third baseline. We should have a tracker for these type of things. 2-2 is the count. Foul ball after foul ball from Hoff. As that one misses high, making the count full 3-2. Hoff trying to get on in any way possible. Halverson trying to get this final out. She's going to walk Hoff. I mean, that's about as good of an at-bat as you can ask for from your players. Caitlin Hoff was down 0-2, fouled off I don't know how many. Has now a timeout again on the field. Bud Meyer looked like he maybe signaled to someone in the outfield. We'll see if Halverson's going to give up pitching duties. We'll be back in a moment. Runners on first and third here. At the plate is Emily Stoffren, and we do have a pitching change. We'll have all of our substitutions and everything when we return.
Game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in South Dakota. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the SDHSAA.
Wanting a specialist without leaving town? We've got you covered. Our clinic offers specialists for the health and wellness of your family. From pediatricians to OBGYNs, plus primary care. You can find it all at Vermillion Medical Clinic. So much care, so close to home.
So runners on first and third. Caitlin Hoff is on first. Maddie Kunzweiler on third, and the changes for the Tanagers. Now on the mound, it's Chandler Cleveland. Kristen Moser moves from second to third. And Chandler Cleveland was on third. As taking off for second, here is Hoff. She'll have it. First pitch was ball one. And Maya Halverson will move from the mound to second base. As those are all the substitutions made here in the bottom of the second inning. Chandler's pitch hits the outside zone. 1-1. So 1-1 count. Emily Stoffren at the plate. Hit a sacrifice fly to left field in her first at bat. No chance for that. Swing and a miss, 1-2. As with two outs. One ball, two strikes here. Chandler Cleveland now on the mound. That pitch misses outside for ball two. Cleveland, the next pitch. That one fouled back. As Stoffren got a piece of it. She's got one RBI in the game, trying to add on to that total. Would need a base hit, though, as if she's walked. First base is open. Takes that pitch, making the count full. It was inside, 3-2 here. On deck is Jocelyn Nilsson for the Trojans. The full count pitch. It misses outside. Heading to first with a walk is Stoffren. Base is now loaded here for the Trojans. So Jocelyn Nilsson at the plate. She flew out to left field in the first inning of play. Gets a piece of that one, fouls it out of play. So Chandler Cleveland will start with a strike in this at-bat. Has that one fouled off near the right field side. Believe it stayed in play. It did. So 0-2 is the count here. The 0-2 pitch. As that one a line drive into left field. An RBI here, scoring 2 for West Central as she takes off for second. Jocelyn Nilsson with a nice base hit. A single, but she will advance to second off of the throw. Stoffer now to third. As 2 more score for West Central. 5-0 make it with Ayla Kramer batting. Takes the first pitch, called for strike 1. Kramer gets a piece of that one. Sky high, could be trouble in right center. It's going to drop. 2 more score for West Central. As make that 7-0. A base hit from Kramer. As it was off of no one's glove, just kind of in an awkward position. First pitch, a strike, as it's Elizabeth Miller who led off this inning. Grounded out to third. The Trojans have batted around as a grounder scooped up at shortstop for out number 3 here in the top of the second. Madigan Wallen making the play. But the Trojans putting up 6 runs here in the top of the second inning. Tanagers with some work to do as they head to the plate in the bottom of the second inning. Leading off when we return is, well, who just made the play? Madigan Wallen.
Save means you're sort of protecting yourself. My mom and dad told me how to be safe. It's like super duper important. Hold a grown-up's hands. Put a helmet on because you might hurt your head super duper bad.
Protect their future by protecting yours with your local State Farm agent, Dick Sunday.
Bottom of the second inning here, leading off is Madigan Wallen for the Tanagers. She's followed by Maya Halverson, and in the hole, Bailey Baylor. Caitlin Hoff takes to the mound the second inning of the game. 7-0 West Central now leads. After a very good second inning, a 2-out rally that went for quite some time. They batted around their lineup. Pitches inside, misses for ball 1. Caitlin Hoff likes the pitch call. Fires it outside. Wallen no swing. It's her first plate appearance of the day. Swing and a miss there. 2-1 the count. Tanagers need to get some runs here, as West Central has hit the ball very well to start this one. That pitch outside. 3 balls, 1 strike for the leadoff batter, Wallen. Hoff with the 3-1 pitch. As now it's full. Wallen couldn't get a piece of it. 3-2. The full count here. Wallen working against Hoff. As that one misses outside, Wallen, a leadoff runner here for the Tanagers. Bringing up Maya Halverson. Halverson has a runner on first now. Swing and miss there, 0-1. Hoff fires away. That one hit up, back out of play. Is now facing an 0-2 count is Maya Halverson. One base hit in the game for Vermillion so far. As a strike three, now the throw down to second as Wallen will steal second, get there. Now one out though for the Tanagers. A good throw by Wraith. But Wallen with the speed. The fourth strikeout of the game for Caitlin Hoff on the mound of the Trojans. Bailey Baylor now batting. That pitch got away. It's well high. Mackenzie Richardson on deck. She's batting in place of Madeline Eisenbeis. Pitch. Baylor took a cut, didn't get it. 1 ball, 1 strike. Hoff going through her progressions. Another strike there, 1-2. So far, all 4 outs for the Trojans defense have come at the hands of Caitlin Hoff on the mound. 1 ball, 2 strikes here. Trying to make it 5 strikeouts, and she does. So 2 outs now. Mackenzie Richardson batting, has a runner on second. Trying to trade places with her teammate. That pitch well high, ball 1. One ball, no strikes here. 2 outs, a runner on second. Richardson at the plate. As that one misses outside, ball 2. On deck is Sienna Mount, the 9th batter for the Tanagers. The 2-0 pitch. Swing and a miss there, 2-1. Richardson steps back into the box. It was her first swing of the game here. As a line drive picked up though at first and caught by Addie Kunzweiler for out number 3. After 2 innings of play, the Tanagers trail West Central. It is 7-0 with the Trojans heading back to bat. We'll be back in a moment here on Vermillion streaming on YouTube.
West Ready Mix and Equipment is your locally owned and operated ready mix company. The Oshkosh front discharge mixers allow for easy placement of concrete, and with the 6-wheel drive and low-range transfer case, they're nearly unstoppable. More of a do-it-yourself fan? Midwest Ready Mix and Equipment is teaming up with Clark's Rentals in Yankton, bringing you a wide range of hand tools, mini excavators, skid steers, aerial lift equipment, and more to get the job done. Choose Midwest Ready Mix and Equipment for all your concrete needs, and Clark's Rentals, your rental equipment headquarters.
Blaine Olson, owner of Blaine's Body Shop in Vermillion. I grew up here, graduated here, and now have a business here. I'm proud to serve the community that has helped me live this dream. I have top-notch equipment, the latest in training, along with a work ethic and the desire to serve you. Should you need repairs in the future, please remember Blaine's Body Shop across from Polaris on the Highway 50 bypass in Vermillion.
Blaine's Body Shop. Automotive collision repair.
Now online at blainesbodyshop.com.
Leading off the top of the third here for the Trojans, it's number 2, Cadence Lupkes. She was walked in her first at bat there in the second inning. Gets a bunt down the first base line. The throw at first makes it. Great play by Chandler Cleveland on the mound to get an out right away. Bunt was in a good place there for Lupkes. Was maybe a half a step late. A close play at first. Cleveland able to get one for her team early. That pitch misses outside, ball 1. It's Addie Kunzweiler batting. Grounded out in the second inning. Fouls that one straight back. 1-1 is the count. Cleveland, the next pitch on the mound. That one fouled off as well. 1 ball, 2 strikes here. Kunzweiler at the plate. Izzy Parsons on deck. She's 2 for 2 in the game. As that one a grounder up the middle. A base hit here for Addie Kunzweiler. Standing on first with a single. That brings up Izzy Parsons with a runner on first. Parsons has batted in every inning so far for the Trojans. Takes the first pitch, it's a strike. Parsons tried getting the bunt down. She can't. 0-2 now is the count. So Parsons probably going to have to swing away now. Can't be picky at the plate here. Chandler Cleveland trying to get out number 2. That one high. That pitch there, high as well. 2-2 now is the count. Izzy Parsons trying to stay hot at the plate. Takes ball 3 outside. Count now full. Chandler Cleveland trying to avoid putting another runner on. As that one a grounder scooped up at third. They'll get the lead runner. Parsons standing on first with the fielder's choice. Kunzweiler thrown out at second, so 2 outs now here. Play was made by Kristen Moser at third. No chance for a double play, but they got the lead runner here, top of the third with 2 outs. Hannah Wraith's batting. First pitch, a touch inside, ball 1. Tanagers trying to force the first inning with no runs scored for the Trojans. Has taken off for second. Parsons makes it. She takes off for third off of the off throw, but thrown out at third. A great heads-up play by the Tanagers, and specifically center fielder Janaea Cleveland running in off of the steal at second. So Hannah Wraith will still be batting the next time around for the Trojans. Tanagers don't give up another run. They trail 7 after 2.5. We'll be back in a moment.
Need a new set of tires? Look to Carlson's Body Shop in Beersford. How about some accessories like WeatherTech floor mats, Access roll-up truck covers, bed liners, remote car starters, and thousands of other products. Hey, you can look at everything at your convenience online too at carlsonsbodyshop.com. No wonder the song says,
Bring it down to Carlson's Body Shop, your complete car care center.
Clay County Abstract and Title Company has a complex job that boils down to something very simple: helping you purchase your dream with confidence. When investing in a new home, a new site for your business, or piece of property, you want peace of mind that the property is truly yours. Clay County Abstract and Title Company has been doing just that since 1946. Clay County Abstract and Title Company, proud supporters of Vermillion activities and proud to be a part of your dreams come true.
Bottom of the third inning here, Tanagers need to get some base runners and some to cross home. Sienna Mount will lead off with Taylor Barta on deck. Barta is the lone Tanager with a base hit in this game. So Caitlin Hoff, as I had mentioned earlier, the first 5 outs were all at her hand with a strikeout on the mound. Couldn't quite get all 6 in the first 2. Sienna Mount fouls that one straight back for a strike. Mount winds up, fires. Swing and a miss there. Excuse me, Huff fires it. Mount at the plate. No balls, 2 strikes here. Mount having to protect the plate now. Has a swing and a miss, another strikeout for Hoff on the mound. 1 out now with Taylor Barta batting again. The lefty had that bunt in the first inning, in which was picked up by Hoff, but no one at first, so Barta able to reach safely, trying to get on again for her team. As she'll bunt that one down, picked up at first, and they'll be able to touch first in time. Barta grounds out. 2 outs now, with Kristen Moser at the plate. Second time of the game for her. Moser trying to get a base hit here. 0 for 1 in the game. Takes the first pitch well high, ball 1. One ball, no strikes, 2 outs, and no runners here. Thought about swinging, held off, ball 2. Two-0 is the count. Swing and a miss there from Moser. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs here. Hoff winds up, fires. That one hits the inside zone. 2-2 is the count. So Moser now facing 2 strikes. Caitlin Hoff with 1 strikeout in this inning, trying to make it 2. And that one misses outside. The count now full. Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, no runners on. Moser working against Hoff on the mound. Hoff winds up, fires it, a swing and a miss, another strikeout for Caitlin Hoff, as she is racking them up and that's why she boasts a .646 ERA. As of right now in this game, she has improved that ERA. Tanagers score 1 run, though, and it would count negatively against her season total. We'll be back in a moment, though. The Trojans lead 7-0 still after 3. We'll be back on Vermillion streaming on YouTube.
Whether you're in the market to purchase a new home for your family, you want to sell your existing home, or you're a student looking to rent an apartment, Dakota Realty and Property Management can fit your needs. Being locally owned and with over 150 years of combined experience, they are the experts at helping you find your new home. Go to Dakota Realty and Property Management because they like what they do. Dakota Realty is a proud supporter of Vermillion Athletics. Dakota Realty and Property Management, located at 125 East Cherry Street, Vermillion.
Top of the fourth inning here. Trojans, it's Hannah Wraiths leading off. She did see a pitch there in the third inning, but Izzy Parsons stole second, took off for third where she was thrown out. So Wraiths with 2 at-bats technically. She's 1 for 1, was walked in the first, hit a double in the second. Has a swing and a miss there. As Chandler Cleveland on the mound so far has been good for the Tanagers. Wraiths maybe got a piece of it, but straight back into the glove of Eisenbeis. 0-2 is the count. That pitch got away from Chandler. 1-2. So Wraiths at the plate. Caitlin Hoff on deck. That pitch outside as well. Knotting up the count at 2-2. Wraiths hits that one up into shallow center field. And the catch is made for out number 1 by Janaea Cleveland. So 1 down here to start the 4th inning. Caitlin Hoff batting with Emily Stofferin on deck. They're the 3-4 batters for the Trojans. Pretty used to having runners on for them as well. Hoff has been walked twice so far in the game as she takes the first pitch for a ball. That one in for strike 1. 1-1 is the count. That pitch, another one high up into center field and brought down again by Janaea Cleveland. So 2 up, 2 down here for the Trojans. Cleveland doing well on the mound, and Cleveland in center field with a couple of plays. Emily Stofferin now batting. 0 for 0 technically. She had a sacrifice fly in the first, scored the first run of the game, was walked in the second. First pitch she takes high. As Vermillion now has locked it down on defense for the last couple innings here. Swing and a miss, 1-1 is the count. One ball, one strike. Cleveland's pitch. Inside for ball 2. Next pitch. That one hit up and going to go out of play. Stofferin behind on that one. 2-2 now the count. There's 2 outs and no runners on here. West Central has had a base runner in each inning at the plate. So far they haven't here. 2-2 the count. And that one's hit up into right field. And they will not get a runner this inning as that's caught by Taylor Barta. 3 up, 3 down for West Central. Tanagers back in the dugout for the bottom of the fourth.
Being the first bank in South Dakota was the easy part, earning the confidence of local farmers, helping families account for their dreams, and securing the future for countless businesses took us a little longer. We owe it to the hard workers, big dreamers, and forward thinkers out there. Thank you for making South Dakota a great place to call home.
Digital Solutions started small, but now we're growing as FDS provides live streaming coverage for over 20 schools across 3 different states on our Fuller Digital Solutions YouTube channel. Subscribe to get notified when we go live for your school events. Big events are captured live, and your business can get noticed with advertising during our live streams. Local talent and camera operators are encouraged to contact us too for future employment. No experience necessary. We will train. For information about advertising or working with Fuller Digital Solutions, email us and follow us on Facebook.
Bottom of the fourth inning, officially at the halfway point of the game. After 3.5, it's 7-0, West Central on top. They have 6 base hits to the Tanagers 1. Leading off here for the Tanagers is Janaea Cleveland. Made a couple plays for her team in the field in the top of the fourth inning. Off pitch, inside, ball 1. Tanagers needing to get base runners, needing to get some runs scored here. Nine of their last 11 batters, or of their 11 total, have been out. That pitch inside, ball 2. So Cleveland up in this count. Chandler Cleveland on deck, Janaea at the plate. Caitlin Hoff. That one fouled. Dead ball off of the net. 2-1. Again, the matchup between the number 1 and number 7 seeded softball teams in Class A softball. Tanagers, the 7 seed. Trojans, the 1 seed. As they have not lost all season. 2-1 is the count. Swing and a miss there from Janaea. 2-2 now. Hoff with multiple strikeouts in each inning on the mound. The 2-2 pitch is good for strike 3. Another strikeout on the mound there for Hoff. That brings up Chandler Cleveland to the plate with Madigan Wallen on deck. Wallen is one of 2 Tanagers to reach the base alongside Taylor Barta. Chandler Cleveland struck out in the first inning. Trying to switch things up here in the bottom of the fourth inning. That pitch low, ball 1. So 1-0 is the count. Hoff. That one's fouled into the net. 1-1. Next pitch on the way. A grounder picked up at third. Will the throw make it? It does. A good play made there by Jocelyn Nilsson. Has now 2 up, 2 down here. Chandler Cleveland grounds out with Madigan Wallen now batting. Excuse me, it was Elizabeth Miller made the play. Wallen fouls it straight back. Oh, 1 now the count with 2 outs, no runners on. That one fouled off out of play. As Caitlin Hoff finds herself up 0-2 in the count against Madigan Wallen. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. No runners on at the plate is Wallen. As that one just misses inside, 1-2 the count. Next pitch, swing and a miss. It's in the dirt. The throw to first makes it in time as Hoff, 2 strikeouts in that mound. We enter the 5th inning of play. Trojans up 7-0. The last couple innings from each side have been stalled out. When we return, leading off for West Central is Jocelyn Nilsson. She's followed by Ayla Kramer on deck.
Interior technicians.
I'm ready for my big role, Jerry.
What do you mean?
You said I'd be in your next 30 commercials.
No. I said Intech has over 30 years of commercial cleaning experience. You know, like offices, so they can ensure happy visitors and a healthy workforce.
So the shoot's in an office? I can make that work.
Oh my goodness. When you need it clean, call the Intech team.
Knutson Family Dentistry in Vermillion, they strive to provide the highest quality patient-centered dental care in a friendly, relaxing atmosphere. Knutson Family Dentistry works hard to provide the best cosmetic, general, and emergency dental treatment in the area. With over 50 years of combined dental experience, the latest dental technology, and a professional and compassionate staff, they're your top choice for dental care. Call for an appointment at 605-857-8008. Knutson Family Dentistry of Vermillion.
Top of the 5th inning, we have a new batter. It's Sophie Rolfson. Batting in place of Jocelyn Nilsson. Hits that one up into right field, and it drops short. She's rounding first, headed for second. She'll be there safe. A leadoff base hit there for the Trojans. Ayla Kramer. Now at the plate as a runner on second. Kramer's 1 for 2. As that one called for strike 1 against Kramer. Oh, 1 the count. Chandler Cleveland still working on the mound. That one high, ball 1. Cleveland winds up. That one hits the inside zone. 1 ball, 2 strikes here. No swing there from Kramer. Elizabeth Miller on deck. Kramer, her last at bat, hit a single, trying to replicate that. Fouls that one off out of play. Next pitch on the way. That one fouled straight back. As Kramer stays in it for at least 1 more pitch. Rolfson has to head back to second. Count remains the same, 1-2. As that one a hard hit line drive into left center. It's going to fall. Headed for home is Rolfson, and now heading for second. A double hit by Ayla Kramer. 2 for 3 now in the game. A nice base hit for West Central. They get their 8th run of the game. Elizabeth Miller batting now, has a runner on second. First pitch was good for a strike with Miller. That one's fouled straight back out of play. Bounces right over the top of a car. Whoever's parked there got a little bit lucky. No balls, 2 strikes. Miller working against Chandler Cleveland. That one a fly ball in the infield. Called off and caught at shortstop. Madigan Wallen making the play. 1 down now. Cadence Lupke's batting. On deck is Addie Kunzweiler. As that one hits straight up. Eisenbei's had a chance at it. It's going to be a fair ball. So taking off for second now here. And getting there's Lupke's. I mean, just in kind of awkward place where that ball was hit. It's going to count as a base hit there for Lupke's. Runners on second and third now. That one fouled straight back. At the plate is Kunzweiler. Izzy Parsons on deck. As a hard hit line drive is fair. That'll score 1. It scores 2. Heading for second is Kunzweiler. She's taking off for third. The throw. She slides in safe. A triple for Addie Kunzweiler. Scores Ayla Kramer from third. Cadence Lupke's from second. That'll make it 10-0 here for West Central, putting the pressure on the Tanagers. Ten hits, 10 runs here for West Central. Izzy Parsons at the plate, puts it down. Chandler Cleveland picks it up on the mound. Gets the out, but that will advance. Kunzweiler, who was put back onto second. So now 2 outs. Hannah Rates has a runner on third. Takes the first pitch. It's high, ball 1. On deck, Caitlin Hoff. Chandler Cleveland winds up, fires it. That one misses high as well, 2-0. Wraiths gets a piece of that one, fouls it straight back out of play. 2 balls, 1 strike here. Next pitch, Wraiths puts it into right field. Backing up, it's gonna land. Wraiths takes off for second, has an RBI double as it gets over the head of Taylor Barta. Another run scored for West Central, make it 11-0. Courtesy runner, it'll be Maddie Kunzweiler in place of Wraiths, the catcher for West Central. Caitlin Hoff batting, her 4th appearance at the plate. She's 0 for 1, was walked twice. As each base hit has equated to a run for West Central. 11-11 for them. That pitch hits the outside zone, 0-1 the count. Chandler Cleveland has Hoff into center field. Play is made as it's caught by Janaea Cleveland. She has another catch in center field. Headed to the bottom of the 5th inning. Tanagers trail 11. Now the mercy rule is 10 after 5. They have to put up 2 runs here to keep this game going. We'll be back in a moment to see if they can do it. Leading off for the Tanagers will be Maya Halverson, followed by Bailey Baylor on deck when we return on Vermillion streaming on YouTube.
The wait when your furnace and AC needs repair by joining Larry's Heating and Cooling, Comfort Care, and Elite Care Club. Larry's Comfort Care Club features seasonal maintenance discounts on service and no overtime charges. Larry's Elite Club includes seasonal maintenance, free parts, free labor, free service calls, and both mean you are in front of the line for service. Call Larry's Heating and Cooling and sign up for the Comfort Care or Elite Care Club. Larry's Heating and Cooling, Yankton and Vermillion.
Now into the bottom of the 5th inning. Again, it's Maya Halverson leading off for Vermillion. She's followed by Bailey Baylor on deck, Mackenzie Richardson in the hole. Tanagers need base runners. They need 2 runs for sure to keep this game alive. Caitlin Hoff remains on the mound for West Central. She's done a nice job pitching 4 innings. Only 2 runners have been on for Vermillion. Halverson takes a called strike 1, 0-1. Halverson, her second plate appearance, struck out in the 2nd inning. Oh, 1 the count. Make it 0-2. No swing there from Halverson. No balls, 2 strikes here. As Hoff fires, a grounder bounced off of Halverson, making it a dead ball. No balls, 2 strikes still. Halverson got a piece of the last pitch. A slow dribbler down the 3rd baseline, picked up. She's going to reach safely. A base hit for Maya Halverson. Tanagers have a runner now. That's what they needed to start here in the bottom of the 5th. Bailey Baylor at the plate, Mackenzie Richardson on deck. That pitch misses high and out. Ball 1. Bailey Baylor swung at that one. Make it 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike here. No outs. A runner on first here for Vermillion. It's Maya Halverson. Hoff's next pitch. Swing and a miss there. 1-2. Baylor working against a 1-2 count here. As outside is that pitch. Throw down to first. Halverson gets back safe. Counts now 2-2. Next pitch. This is inside. Count now full here. Tanagers trying to rally here in the bottom of the 5th. They have that first needed runner. Bailey Baylor with a walk would put 2 on here for the Tanagers. Hoff with the full count pitch, a swing and a miss, a strikeout. Gets the first needed of 3. So Mackenzie Richardson at the plate. Sienna Mount on deck. Trojans trying to end this one in 5. Tanagers trying to extend the game. That one's fouled straight back into the net. So Richardson timing up Hoff. Just getting a little under it. As a swing and a miss. 0-2 is the count. Richardson has to protect the plate here. Has no swing, she'll be called for strike 3, 2 down. So Sienna Mount here at the plate. She's 0 for 1, her second plate appearance of the day here. Halverson on first. As we're going to have a runner in for Maya Halverson. It's Chloe Bottleson. Heads over to first. So it'll be Bottleson on first. Sienna Mount would be the run needed to keep the game alive. Again, it's 11-0. That one fouled, and it's going to be caught by Hannah Wraiths to put this game away. As Central Trojans take the victory, they'll advance to 18-0 on the season. Tanagers will fall to 8-6. As the Trojans stay undefeated. After 5, it's 11-0. 2 base hits for the Tanagers. 11 base hits for West Central. Again, each hit they had ended up equaling a run, 11-11 exact. That is your final score here in Vermillion. We'll have a chat with head coach Lewis Budmeyer of the Tanagers after he's done talking with his team. Of course, JV to follow this game as it always does in Class A. For the Tanagers, this isn't the rest of their season. They have a game tomorrow as well as on the 17th. Tomorrow they travel to T area. Michael Schumacher to cover that game. And on the 17th, they take on Dakota Valley at home. But 11-0 after 5 innings of play here. We'll be back in a moment with our post-game show on Vermillion streaming on YouTube.
You are self-motivated, accountable, and eager to learn new skills. We'd love to talk to you about a rock star career. Masaba in Vermillion is hiring full and part-time manufacturing positions for the rock industry. Masaba provides comprehensive training in a clean, safe, and state-of-the-art facility. Masaba offers competitive wages, a fun and interesting work environment and culture. Join our team of rock stars. Visit masabainc.com to learn more.
Nice.
Maytag appreciates a compliment, but this Maytag washer isn't just eye candy.
Wow.
Inside, it's got the capacity and power to handle even the mightiest loads.
I love this.
Yeah, she's a beaut.
It's a he.
How do you know?
Don't worry about it.
Find Maytag products and the industry's best appliances at your local dealer. Murph's Appliance, downtown Vermillion.
Your crew is craving Pizza Ranch? It's easy to order online at pizzaranch.com. Online ordering makes it fast and easy to order craveable crispy ranch chicken or build your favorite pizza exactly how you like it. And now, for even more convenience, place your favorite order with just one tap. So when you're craving pizza or the country's best chicken, go to pizzaranch.com and start your order. For craveable food and convenient online ordering, there's so much to love at Pizza Ranch.
Remember the perks card from Pump and Pack? Well, guess what? There's an addition, not just a card, it's an app. The Pump and Perks app and the Pump and Perks card from Pump and Pack, Vermillion. Just go to their Facebook page, Pump and Pack, and scan the QR code and you're in. Or go to the store, Pump and Pack, and get the card. Then download the app. Each one does the same thing. Like give you 5 cents off per gallon every day, except for Sunday, it's doubled with the Perks card from Pump and Pack, Vermillion.
Welcome to Runnings in Vermillion. Shop their great lineup of clothes for women. Names like Ariat and Carhartt for men. Boots and shoes and kids clothing. Runnings has a large supply of animal food and accessories. Love the outdoors? See the selection of ammo, firearms, and fishing equipment. For everything you need, walk through the doors at Runnings, your home, farm, and outdoor store, Vermillion.
Sherco in Vermillion is a full-service service center. Sherco LLC is an industry-leading supplier of tarp systems to the transportation industry and is located in Vermillion, South Dakota. Sherco Vermillion supports their customers in the agricultural, construction, waste, and flatbed markets. Become a part of the Sherco team. Go to sure-co.com, about us/careers. Demand the best. Demand Sherco.
Visit our sleep experts at the Yankton Slumberland. With over 50 mattresses to choose from, we carry every price, free financing options, and the most trusted brands in the nation like Stearns & Foster, Sealy, and Tempur-Pedic. Snoring or lower back pain tormenting you? Seek relief with an adjustable power base. Fall asleep faster and cooler with our sheets and pillow selection. With a 120-night sleep trial, you can't make a mistake. See us today at the Yankton Slumberland, 2401 Broadway.
Get the finest wood in the neighborhood. Down at the lumberyard.
But it's not just wood at the lumberyard. With a wide variety of quality building materials, the folks at the lumberyard can help you with all of your project needs. Whether it be paint, siding, cabinets, windows, or of course lumber, the lumberyard is ready to help. The best wood in the neighborhood at the lumberyard, 1000 West Cherry Street in Vermillion.
Again, after 5 innings of play, 11-0, your final score. West Central taking the victory over Vermillion. Tanagers fall to 8-6 on the season. The Trojans improve to 18-0. Now, earlier I had mentioned how this was their final game. I was told, though, that they do have a rescheduled game against Madison that is supposed to take place. So the Trojans should have one more game on the season. Now, for the Vermillion Tanagers, again, they travel to take on T-Area, who's 9-4, and then at home against Dakota Valley, so a couple of tough games there. And as I'm talking now, head coach Lewis Budmeyer joins me here behind home plate. Coach, a tough loss, but what are some of your overall thoughts on the game?
West Central's a dang good program, and they're a dang good team, and there's a reason why they've been so successful. They're very well coached, and they have the athletes to put the product on the field as well. They're very fundamentally sound. They do all the little things that helps you win games, and that's what we're striving to be. That's what we're trying to build here in Vermillion, and they're kind of the pinnacle of high school softball in South Dakota. So it's not a bad thing to give them a big compliment and say we're trying to be them in the future. So we're trying to build a program here, do things the right way, and unfortunately they had our number today, and we just came up short.
And it really kind of was one inning that just got away. It was the bottom of the second inning there where they put up, had to count real quick, it was 6 runs. Outside of that, in 5 innings, it would have been a 5-0. Of course, that's ifs and buts. But it was one inning that really kind of swayed the momentum, and your team, I thought, in the field played pretty well.
Yeah, that's the frustrating part. Like we talked after the game, I asked the girls to look at the scoreboard and which one, the 11 or the 0, which one's the problem? And it's the 11. You give up 11 runs to a really good team, anybody in our Pac-12 in our conference, anybody like that, you're not going to have much of a chance giving up 11 runs, especially with their pitching and how well and how fundamentally sound they are. So 11 was a problem. And then with that second inning, the most frustrating part of it is 5 of those came with 2 outs, and we had 2 opportunities to get that third out and get out of the inning. So a lot of that's on us, but kudos to them for taking advantage of our mistakes. So yeah, a lot of things to learn from. I never mind losing to a really good team and a really good program, but the way we lost is kind of frustrating, and hopefully we can learn from it and build from it. The beauty of sports is tomorrow we got another DAC 12 team, got another top 5 team, a team we've already seen and we played pretty well against. So that's a beautiful thing of sports, especially this time of year. You just flush it and you move on.
Absolutely. Move on to the next one. It is T area. Of course, Michael Schumacher will be back to cover that one. I was a little confused when he talked to me about the time. Sounds like there's going to be a few games going on that day, so it's not really a set time for tomorrow, correct?
Yeah, so how it goes. So we actually, unfortunately, got canceled, per usual in South Dakota for spring sports. So we got postponed. T will play Sioux Falls Christian at 4, and there will be rolling schedule after that. So it's scheduled for 5:30. Could be earlier, could be later. I think they'll give us 15, 20 minutes after the end of that game, and then we'll be ready to go. We'll be better tomorrow.
And then one final thought, I kind of would give a shout-out to Chandler Cleveland. Did a very nice job. She's put into kind of a tough situation there in the bottom of the second. Finished out the rest of the game strong. Obviously, I don't know the team as well. Is she kind of the ace, or is it usually a combo of her and Halverson?
It's a combo of both. Maya's typically our starter. They have 2 very different methods of pitching. Maya can kind of be wild at times, and then she throws a little slower. Chandler's a very consistent. She's one of them kids, multi-sport athlete, obviously a state champ in basketball. She's a kid you can rely on, and as a coach, you always want to put in the box score what to expect from Chandler. You know exactly what you're going to get from her every day, day in and day out. And I've put her in a lot of tough situations this year, and then she's always found a way to respond. So kudos to her. The tough part with Maya is that with that second inning, she did what she needed to do to get out of the inning. The defense kind of fell short behind her, so it wasn't on her. And she's a kid that doesn't lack confidence. I don't waver one bit with Maya, and most likely she'll get the nod tomorrow, and she's going to go pitch a great game.
All right, well, thanks so much, Coach, for the chat both before and after the game. As you said, on to the next one. It's T area. You have 2 games. It's T area and then Dakota Valley. We'll see how you finish up the season, and we'll see if you're hosting a SoDak 16 game.
Yep, hopefully we are.
All right, thanks again, Coach. Appreciate your time. Again, that was head coach Lewis Budmeyer of the Vermillion Tanagers, as willing to talk to me both before and after the game. Some thoughts on the game, but 11-0 is your final score. Again, tomorrow against T area Vermillion will play, and it's kind of up in the air what time it is, but it's set for 5:30. Michael Schumacher will be there, so you can tune in on Vermillion streaming on YouTube, as well as he'll be there for their regular season finale against Dakota Valley. Till then, I'm Zach Spear. It's been fun filling in. It's a beautiful day for softball, and until next time, have a great rest of your night.